Welcome back, everybody. This is MrNemesiis, and welcome to 2020. And yes, I haven't done any videos for a while, but been rather busy. In this one, I would like to go over the roadmap for 3.9 and a little bit of 3.8, because obviously everything in 3.8 is not out yet. Now I've got my coffee. I'm raring to go here. Wonderful new year, but I'm going to take a drink of coffee, give you guys a minute. Go ahead and click that subscribe button if you're not subscribed, please. All right. Do you have enough time to do that? Hope so. Now in 3.8, we are in 3.8 is on live, but 3.8.1 should be coming out hopefully soon. As you can see, the things left over are the Prowler, the Carrack, and the Cutlass Red. Now those three things are still supposed to be in 3.8, but I think realistically the Carrack is probably going to be at the end of 3.8. In other words, like a 3.8.2 patch. Could just be the Carrack, I'm not sure 100% there, but it will probably be the end of 3.8. Now to move on for Q1 2020, 3.9. Not much has changed, although they did update this roadmap on the 10th of January. Prison uniforms, again, I think we're going to have some prison gameplay, which would be phenomenal. They did show some of that in the CitizenCon, so, and further down this list, there's some more prison-related stuff, so I'm pretty sure that stuff is kind of done, really, but they just got to get it added to the game. A new mission giver, Eddie Parr. Don't really know anything about him, but I have a feeling he's going to be somehow tied to prison gameplay, whether that's giving missions to get people who have escaped or to go track people down and arrest them so they can go to prison, but that's my guess. The Microtech collection is going to just be a clothing collection that, as they do with every major planet, that's specific to like that Microtech area. And then Bounty Hunter armor, which to me, I think they could make some really cool armor, and I'm kind of looking forward to it. Even if I'm not a bounty hunter in the game, I still might be wearing some bounty hunter armor. Depends on what it looks like. Some of the screenshots I've seen look really good. Now, here we are with the automated prison Klesher. And that one is almost done, as you can see. So, I mean, from the CitizenCon demo, there was obviously a prison already there. Everything wasn't implemented, but I think they have a lot of this done, so I don't see this falling out of 3.9. Now, the interior for New Babbage. As you know, we have New Babbage, but you can't go anywhere inside right now in 3.8. So, again, I don't see this falling out of 3.9. I think it'll still be there. Along with that, you have the moons for Microtech. Again, I think they're going to stay. I don't see them falling out of 3.9. So, I mean, this stuff so far in 3.9 I see being there. Now, FPS combat weapon types for the AI to actually use a variety of weapons depending on what range you're at, or say maybe you're in a vehicle, they're not going to shoot at you with their pistol, they'll pull out their missile launcher. That, yeah. I mean, I think it'll probably stay. 3.9's a ways out, so. Civilian improvements. They've kind of done this multiple times. Obviously, a lot of this has to do with server-side object container streaming, excuse me. And just the server load in general, which is why the AI will kind of come to a stop and not do what it's supposed to. It's fine on a fresh server, but as the resources get used up, they start failing. I definitely see this, staying in there. It may not be a huge improvement, but they will continue to improve it. FPS cover usage for AI, yeah, I mean, it's 2 of 4 done, and 3.9's a long ways away. I don't see that going anywhere. Now, prison missions. Again, along with the mission giver, Eddie Parr, I kind of see this is definitely going to be there. Restricted area rework I see being there. The economy generated missions. I guess, since we don't know where they're at on that one, yay or nay, it might be pushed out. Mission generation along quantum travel routes, which to me is kind of looking forward to that, because the one thing about this game, when you quantum travel, especially if you're going a long ways, it's get up, get a cup of coffee, make a snack, whatever you want to do, but it's not an excessive amount of time necessarily, but it's a lot of time where there's nothing you can really do, especially if you're in a ship by yourself. So I hope that one stays in. Commodity transfer timers, I see that staying in, and it's kind of, I get why they're doing it, because again, when their big picture view on cargo is it actually has to be loaded and it actually has to be unloaded. Now, until they get AI stuff figured out, if AI is an option for that, I don't see that being the case. So putting in a timer so you can't just fly in, land, boom, dump all your cargo, fly off and go do another run. If you've got 1,000 SCU of cargo, it's going to take time. And I kind of think that it should. So, that's a good thing, and I see that staying in. The accounting app, again, they're going through the UI and the mobiGlas, so I kind of see that. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. Economy display terminals may or may not. I don't know there. I don't know if you guys know about those, but that is essentially, you can go to a terminal, and maybe they'll have it on the mobiGlas as well at some point, I don't know, but you can go to a terminal and go, okay, so glass is selling for this at this planet, and glass is selling for this at that planet, and you can buy glass over here for this price or buy it over there for that price. So basically you can kind of figure out a route you want to take as far as your cargo runs go, so you're buying it as low as you can and selling it as high as you can, assuming you want to make the trip. The one thing when the dynamic economy is in there is, in the time it takes you to go and buy it and start flying to your destination, prices could change. So it's not like it's going to give you the for sure buy low, sell high, but again, it'll at least give you more of an educated decision on what kind of cargo runs you want to do. PvP bounties, I definitely see that being in 3.9, not going anywhere. Death animation, again, I think it'll definitely be there. Player status system version 1. Now this kind of has to do with the weather tech that they've added in. And this is going to do more about your body temperature and other factors, not just your oxygen and injuries right now. So it's going to get a little more specific. Now, what this version 1 build's going to have in there, I don't know, but it's definitely a step in the right direction to get it to the point where, yes, you'll be able to freeze to death. Repair, refuel, restock kiosks. Version 1. Again, I don't think this is a major deal of work to get it in, so I foresee it being in 3.9. The landing pads right now in 3.8 have a problem. It's a bug. So, doing this where you just go to a kiosk to do it, to me makes sense, and it's also going to probably be a lot more reliable. And then we have bounty mission improvements. Don't really know what that's going to entail, honestly, but again, they're constantly improving the game, so it would make sense they want to make it better. So, yeah, as it sits, I would say that's going to be there. Don't see it going anywhere. Now, in ships and vehicles, it's kind of on the low side. It's only 2, which is the Cutlass Blue, which if the red is in 3.8, I definitely see the blue being in 3.9. And then the M50 improvements, because it's an older ship and it's not on their newer ship tech, so I'd say both of those should be there. We might get lucky and see something added. And now here it's just a bunch of FPS weapons. Another SMG, a pistol, a mass driver, and a sniper rifle. Now the thing about the lightning pistol and sniper rifle, it's kind of cool because they're getting to the point where they kind of have it for the ships, but for FPS weapons, there's less variety. You basically got bullets or laser, and that's two different types of damage. Now, eventually, the armor that you wear is going to be better against maybe ballistics and worse against laser, whatever the case may be. So, depending on what the guy is shooting you with, you might have heavy armor, but it's only going to be so good against that particular weapon type, depending on what armor brand you have. So, gives us more variety, which I like. Now, in the final ones here for the core tech, we got door system improvements. I don't know that's necessarily doors or more about the UI for the doors, but I think it has more to do with the UI since they're going through and fixing that stuff. But don't know that 100%, but I definitely see that being in there. Shadow improvements, again, I don't know that that's going to go anywhere. And then performance optimization, which they pretty much do every patch. So I think as 3.9 sits right now, everything that's listed is probably going to be in it. Again, though, we're going to have to see what happens with the rest that needs to go into 3.8, see how that goes. But I would say 3.9 for now is probably a accurate assessment on what's going to be in it. Hopefully, maybe we get lucky and get an extra ship in there or something. The odd thing is you go look at 4.0 and there is not one ship or vehicle in 4.0. So that's kind of odd to me. I mean, again, it's a ways out, so I'm sure that's going to change, but you would think there would at least be one. All right, well, that's it for this video, folks. Again, if you didn't click that subscribe button while I was drinking my coffee, please do so now. I highly appreciate it. And again, if you like my videos, give them a thumbs up. And if you want to know when I put new videos out, hit that bell. And again, this is the first one of 2020 for me, and don't worry, I will start putting more out consistently again. I was just busy in this first part of the year, so hope you enjoyed this video and have a great day.